Submission, a word that has built homes and broken spirits. A word whispered at weddings but questioned in silence. For some, it is sacred, a picture of love, order, harmony, divine design. For others, it is suspicious. It feels like control, silencing, even oppression. It has been preached as truth and practiced as power, taught in sacred spaces as divine order, yet at times experienced as human control. And somewhere between scripture and society, between faith and fear, its meaning has become blurred. So, when we say submission in marriage, what exactly are we defending? What exactly are we resisting? Is it truly a reflection of God's design or a system we have learned not to question? Today, we step into that tension between humility and pride, authority and power, submission in marriage, divine order or cultural control. I am Adeshino Ayotoyinbo. Welcome to Sacred Tensions, where faith meets reason. In many Christian teachings, submission in marriage is presented as a divine principle, a structure, an order, a role to be embraced. But in practice, it often raises difficult questions. Is submission a spiritual calling or a cultural construct shaped by time and tradition? And more importantly, who is really being asked to submit? Who is the authority? The word that divides. The moment submission is mentioned, reactions split. Some hear respect, cooperation, alignment. Others hear control, inequality, humiliation, loss of voice. Same word, different experiences. The influence of culture. Across many societies, marriage has long been structured around authority, often male-centered. In such contexts, submission becomes expected, not questioned. And over time, what is cultural would then begin to feel spiritual. What does Scripture actually present? When submission is discussed in Christian contexts, it is often framed within a broader vision of relationship. Not dominance, but order. Not silence, but harmony. Yet, interpretation varies. Some emphasize structure, others emphasize mutuality. So, which is it? One-sided or mutual? Is submission a one-directional expectation or a mutual posture? Because if one is always submitting and the other is always controlling, what safeguards balance? What protects dignity? When submission is misused, here lies one of the deepest tensions. Submission can be taught as virtue, yet practiced as control. It can be used to silence concerns, excuse harmful behavior, maintain imbalance. And when that happens, what was meant to bring order can begin to create oppression. Power, responsibility, and intent. Any structure that gives responsibility also carries risk, because leadership without accountability can easily become control. So the real question becomes, is submission about power or about purpose? The inner posture. Beyond roles and structures, there is something deeper, the posture of the heart. Because submission at its core may not be about hierarchy, but about willingness, trust, respect, alignment, and these cannot be forced. When people talk about or expect submission, what do they really mean? Order, humility, or control? If I expect submission, do I also embody responsibility? And if I am asked to submit, is it within a structure that protects my dignity and rights? Does the person asking for submission have a tendency of acting like a lord over the other? And should submission be reciprocal in marriage? Submission is not a simple word. It carries history, interpretation, experience. It can reflect divine intention or human distortion. So, perhaps the question is not just, should there be submission in marriage, but what kind of submission and for what purpose? Because when something spiritual is misunderstood, it can become something cultural. And when something cultural is mistaken for divine, it can go unchallenged. I am Adeshino Ayotoyinbo. This is Secret Tensions, where faith meets reason. Let us engage. Please subscribe, comment, and share. See you next time.